G'day folks, Happy New Year to you, Rod here, hope you're all well and you've all had a good break. I just thought I'd do a quick live stream, let you know what's happening, give you an update and talk about some of our plans for this coming year. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm just waiting for the video to come online so I can share it. But hey, I hope you had a great Christmas break and New Year. I certainly did. I went down to Victoria, which is where I'm from originally, and caught up with my family, which was great. Spent some time down there and have just got back a few days ago and getting ready for a brand new year. And so I just thought I'd have a chat with you about some of the things we've got coming up with the Learn to Paint Academy in particular, and our Facebook group and so on. And also talk to you about, you and your goals as well. G'day Marie. Happy New Year in Alabama. Hi Sandra. G'day John, how are you mate? Happy New Year. Hope you guys are well. And I just want to say a special to all of our friends in Victoria. In Australia. Wherever you may be, please stay safe. Because in driving from Noosa down to Victoria, I went through half a dozen different areas that were completely burnt out, some of them still smouldering and burning embers and so on, and it's not a good time in the history of Australia. So for all my friends around Australia, please stay safe over the summer break. We've got a long summer ahead of us, and I'm actually contemplating doing a special live stream fundraiser, just trying to work out the legalities of that. So look out for that. We might do that in the next week or so, and see if we can't raise some money for those who have suffered from the fires. G'day Heather, Happy New Year to you too. So yes, a bit of a troubling time, but I won't focus on that too much here today. I just wanted to drop in and say, let you know that I'm back from holidays and we're about to kickstart next week with a brand new year of painting. And I've got some big goals this year for my own personal painting. Aside from the Learn to Paint Academy, I'm building my own art career and to have a long-term view of that, and big plans for this year with that. But I've also got big plans with the Learn to Paint Academy. So I'll just tell you a little bit about some of those here now, and I'll keep you updated over the coming weeks as well. But before I share those plans with you, I want you to think about what your goals are as far as learning to paint and building your art business, your art career, whatever that may look like. Even if you have no interest in building an art business as such, maybe you just do it for fun, right? And that's perfectly fine. Even if you're just doing it for fun, I think it's still good to give yourself some goals and some objectives for down the track. So having a bit of a plan on how you're going to approach this year in terms of your learning and progression and development. So part of that is thinking about where do you need to improve your skills? What part of painting do you struggle with, and what opportunities do you have to really improve those skills? And then putting in place a plan to do exercises and learning and so on to be able to really bring those skills up to a higher level in those areas. So I think it is important, and this time of year, it's always good to reflect, isn't it? Reflect on how we've gone last year and what we're going to do this year. So I thought I'd just record this for you and say, hey, have a think about what your plans are for this year. And it's going to be different for everyone. There's no right or wrong. If you're somebody who's doing painting just for the love of it, for a bit of fun, you're going to have different objectives than somebody who's maybe aggressively pursuing a full-time career as a selling artist, or somebody who's just wants to make some part-time income, or somebody who's building an art teaching business, right? We're all going to have different set of goals and so on. But I just want to challenge you to have a think about what your goals are for this coming year, for 2020, right? 2020 is the year of vision. And so a good place to start at the start of 2020 is to start to develop a vision for how you see yourself and your art in the coming year. So I'd love to hear from you, right? I'd love to get feedback from you guys as to what are your goals for this year as far as your art practice goes, whether that's fun, hobby, casual, or career-minded, business-minded, and so on. Please leave a comment in the section below and let me know, because that helps us then to really think about, well, what are we, how can we assist you in developing yourself along that path that you really want to go in? So please leave your feedback in the comments below and let me know where you're at. What were you really proud of last year that went well? And more importantly, what are you planning on for the coming year? What are your goals? What do you want to learn? What skills do you need to develop? And that'll help us to then really be able to plan out what we're doing as well. But I'll share my plans with you in a second. G'day Sue, Happy New Year to you too. Colin, Happy New Year mate. Good to see you. Hope you're well and you're keeping safe down there. G'day Yvonne, Happy New Year. Gladys, Happy New Year to you too. Craig in California, the wildfires have gotten worse. Yeah, they have been pretty insane, and like just literally around where I live, we've had 4 major fires this year already. So yeah, they are absolutely insane. So my heart goes out to everyone. And as I said, I'm considering the idea, and I'd love to hear your feedback, of doing maybe a 2 or 3 hour fundraiser for people affected by the fires, and doing that as a live stream painting session, but also as a fundraiser and getting people to donate. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments. Leslie, I'd like to see more acrylic lessons, please. Notice that you're doing more oil painting. Yeah, that's true. I have a preference for oil painting, Leslie, but the one thing about the Moore method of painting and the way we teach is it's almost the identical process, right? So if you look at any of the episodes of Learn to Paint TV, there is an almost identical overlay in the way I teach it. Now, not everyone teaches acrylics and oils in the same way, but if you follow my methodology, then it doesn't matter if it's oils or acrylic. You can apply the same process that we go through. But I'll certainly give that some consideration, Leslie. Gladys, 2020 is looking good. Glad to hear it. G'day Clark, love your videos, watching from Oklahoma. Good on you, appreciate that mate, Happy New Year. Katisha, Happy New Year. Glad to have you join us on a live stream. Katisha, for those, most of you probably don't know, but recently joined us in our Moore Certified Instructor program, and excited to have you aboard. So welcome Katisha. And let me share with you some of my goals and plans. So in my personal artistic profession, so that for those just joining us, we're talking about the idea of planning ahead for the coming year and setting ourselves some goals and so on. So in my personal art career, my professional art career, my goals are all around building a body of work that helps me really define my artistic voice. At the moment, I feel like I'm a little bit jumping from one camp to another, so I need to really tighten up on that. And in doing that and building out a body of work, starting to look for gallery representation around Australia. So that's the sort of direction my goals are taking me in my personal career. As far as the Learn to Paint Academy goes, and this is why I want to give you the update of what we've got coming up. It's going to be a busy year, right? One of my key objectives is to get the Moore method of painting out to as many people as we can around the world. I'm a passionate believer in it. I've seen it change so many people's lives, people who are struggling to paint, learn to paint, and then because of the way we simplify the process down, all of a sudden they've started getting good results. And pretty much on a daily basis, I get emails from people or comments on social media thanking me, that with the methodology, I don't take credit for it personally, but the methodology, when you follow it, can help people actually start to have breakthroughs with their painting and realize their artistic goals. So my big mission this year is to spread the Moore method of painting around the world. I think so far we've had something like 35,000 people who have been through at least our free course, and that's a good start. But really, I see that as just being a start. I want to reach out to 1 million people over the next 5 years or so. So that's going to be a big area of focus. But in terms of courses and developments, what have we got coming up? It is going to be a big year. We're going to continue with the Learn to Paint TV, try and do 4 episodes a month. So we're definitely doing that. The live stream is going to continue. We're going to change up the format a little bit, and we might only do 1 live painting session, pardon me, a fortnight, but we'll continue with the Friday morning coffee chat. But in the Friday morning coffee chat, I'm going to make that more of a will certainly answer your questions. That's why I do it, right? So the reason why I do the Friday morning coffee chat is because I want to help you get your questions answered. Because I know I get questions in social media and on the Learn to Paint Academy and via email and via our support. Sometimes people find my mobile number and text me. Don't do that, right? With their questions about painting, which is great. I want to help, but sometimes it's all a bit too much. So the Friday morning coffee chat is your chance to ask me any question at all about learning to paint, building an art career, building an art teaching business, right? So we'll continue with that format, but also what I want to do in there is do more in-depth critiques of students' works. So in the Learn to Paint Academy, the Learn to Paint group on Facebook, if you haven't joined that yet, go to Facebook and search for Learn to Paint in Oils and Acrylics, right? That's our official group. You can post up your paintings there, and other members of the group will give you their thoughts if you ask for them, right? If you ask for a critique, then they'll happily, there are members in there who will happily share their thoughts and so on. If you don't want a critique, that's fine. Just say, no critiques. But if you want me to do a critique, I don't have time to always pop in and be able to do that. So I thought, okay, how do we streamline that process so that those who want a detailed critique can get them, right? So every second Friday coffee chat Q&A, we're going to do five paintings, right? So you'll have an opportunity to submit your painting from so it has to be from one of our courses or Learn to Paint TV. It can't be some painting you've done because you've watched a Bob Ross video or some other course you've taken. It has to be one of ours that we've done the Moore method of painting, right? And then so I will then do a detailed critique during our Friday morning Q&A. So that's coming up as well. So make sure you're plugged in to be able to join us on our live streams. And in the next couple of days, I'm going to update all the dates and everything for live streams, and I'll post all the links on our Facebook group and in our Facebook page. Yeah. G'day, Stephen. Happy New Year, mate. John, lots of learning and setting up a summer camp to get the classes going. Good stuff, John. Glad to hear it, mate. Kathleen, Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of painting in the new year. Awesome. My goal is to produce at least one painting each week. Fantastic. I'm already sketching daily, but need to set aside some time each day. Yep. Videos, Learn to Paint TV help. Awesome. Yeah, you do need to have a plan and set some time aside. There's no doubt about that. But once you get into a rhythm with that, it becomes part of your life. So Kathleen says, I'm interested in summer workshops. I wonder if there's someone trained and teaching in the US. Depends on where you are in the US, Kathleen. We've got a few people who are trained, certified, more certified instructors in the US, and a few in training right now. So if you message our support desk, let us know where you are in the US and we can hook you up with somebody if that works. G'day, Andrea. Happy New Year. Good to see you. G'day, Donald. Happy New Year. Helen, going to be a great year. I really think it is going to be a great year on a whole lot of different levels, right? So, what have I covered so far? We're doing Learn to Paint TV still, and we are doing the live stream. So look out. I'll update everyone on how to make sure you get registered for the live streams. Patricia's asking, how does the fundraiser work? I haven't put enough thought in that, but what I had in mind, Patricia, was to do maybe a 2 or 3 hour live stream painting session, and have on the bottom, like a website where people can go to donate money, for the fireys and people affected by the fires. And we might get you guys to, maybe if you want to donate a painting, then we might have a raffle or something. But I have to work out the legalities of doing that with Facebook and YouTube, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Hopefully sometime next week. Patricia says, I haven't seen this site before, only done art therapy with seniors. Okay, well, what you're looking at right now is our Learn to Paint Academy. You're on our YouTube page, but if you haven't been to Learn to Paint Academy, then go and check it out, because we have a complete painting system. So my name's Rod, for those who don't know. I think most of you know. But go to this website address here, learntopaint.info. You can register for a free painting course. What other comments do we have here? I haven't got my glasses. G'day, C. Wellwood from Canada. Welcome. Gladys says, the Moore method is an excellent way to start or restart your art. Thank you, Gladys. Appreciate that. Katisha, I agree, Gladys, the Moore method of painting is really effective. Thank you so much. can you do some still life? Yvonne, we have a course on still life, and we shall do more still lives in our Learn to Paint TV and so on, and maybe an advanced still life down the track. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I got a bit of an itchy nose. I always get an itchy nose in here. Becky, Happy New Year to you too, Becky, from Ohio. Ready to learn. Awesome. So if you're brand new to us, then check out this web address here, learntopaint.info, right? Free course. It'll introduce you to the Moore method of painting, which is what we're talking about. John says he's in on that. We'll donate some digital work printed on canvas. Awesome. Well, let me put some thought into that, and we'll see how we go with that. I need to, again, look at the legalities of it. So what's coming up with the Learn to Paint Academy? We're going to continue with Learn to Paint TV. We're going to do more live streams, but maybe mix up the format a little bit. Maybe I might do a live painting session once a fortnight, but we'll do it a bit longer perhaps. But new courses that we've got coming out. So I was just sitting down the beach this morning. I went for a swim at this beach here, that one there. And I was thinking about what courses we need to develop coming up. And one of the courses, okay, so the first course we've got coming up is our romantic figure painting course, which is going to come out in a few weeks. So that's all been filmed and edited. Miriam is one of our guest presenters on that course, and she's done a great job with her demonstration. And I've done a section on, sketching out figures and doing them in value studies and then colour. So that'll come out in a few weeks. So look out for that. If you're interested in painting figures in a landscape, we're about 2 weeks away from launching that one. Then the next course I've got coming up is going to be the definitive landscape painting course in oils and acrylics. And this is going to be, I was thinking about it today, that over the last 9 years, I've acquired so much knowledge on all the different aspects of landscape painting. And I've been sharing them with you on the live streams and in Learn to Paint TV, but a bit here and a bit there, and there's nothing, there's no one resource where it's all brought together. Okay, so in the Learn to Paint Academy, we have a couple of live landscape painting courses. We have landscape painting level 1 and 2, but they were filmed 5 years ago, right? So my knowledge has advanced quite a bit since then. So I'm going to put together a definitive landscape painting course and put everything I know and everything I've researched and so on into the one course, which I suspect will be about a 15 to 20 hour course. So what that means is it will be developed over about a 6-week period. And it's not going to be a cheap course, it'll be one of our more expensive ones. So if you took advantage of our lifetime membership discount promotion last year, then smart move, right? Because this course is going to be roughly the same as what you guys invested into the lifetime membership. Now, we will do when we launch it, we'll do an early bird special and so on for those who want to just buy that course outright. So that'll be the definitive landscape painting course, right? It'll be very comprehensive, break everything down into little details, and if you follow it, then you'll become a good landscape painter in time. Then the other one I'll do, which is going to be later in the year, is going to be the definitive seascape painting course. So same concept. Everything I've learned about painting seascapes will go into that one course, and it'll be a fully comprehensive course. So the value of those two courses alone will be more than what those who took up the lifetime membership last year. It was a smart move if you took that up, right? And so they're the two sort of major courses I'm going to develop this year. I'll tell you about some of the others in just 1 second. Patricia, thank you. I'll check everything out. Love to help fundraising. Thank you. Appreciate that, Patricia. They're the two major courses we're going to develop. Then, as many of you will know, I'm heading to Europe in June, July. So I'm going to be south of France, and I'm going to go to Tuscany and the northern part of Italy. And I'll be going across to the UK and going down to Cornwall and probably up to the Yorkshire coast, right? Some favourite areas of mine. And what I plan to do is while I'm there, I'm going to take my mobile phone and a tripod and a sketchbook and watercolours, and I'm going to go around and sort of document and collect reference material, photos, do watercolour sketches and pencil sketches, and film all of that. And then when I get back to Australia, then turn some of those into paintings. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a course on painting in Provence, which is the south of France, painting in Tuscany in Italy, painting in the UK, right, which will be mostly seascape paintings. So there are 3 other courses we've got coming up. I haven't fully worked out how to structure those yet, but we'll give you more information on that closer to the time. So there's those 3, which will give us a bit of a variety from just doing Australian scenes for those of you who are overseas. So I will be doing those. So look out for those. Heather says the landscape and seascape courses sound terrific. Can't wait. Glad I'm a life member. Smart move, Heather. Kathleen, I'm excited about the new landscape painting course. Terrific. Are the summer workshops full? The summer workshops, John mentioned that he's planning on doing summer workshops, and John's in Taiwan. So you'd have to touch base with John, but probably not in the US, I don't think. So again, if you contact our support, we'll endeavour to connect you with one of our US instructors. And if you're considering doing the MCI More Certified Instructor course, this is the reason why we need you, right? People want to come and do workshops, and I obviously can't do them everywhere. So that's that. The other courses that I've got coming up, hang on, I've just lost my spot. The other courses I've got coming up, which will fit in this year somewhere, somehow, will be, I'm going to do a course on composition, right? So how to compose a subject, and we'll look at the common compositional structures like the S shape and L shape and diagonal, high horizon, low horizon. We'll look at the standard ones, but we'll also dig into some more exotic sort of compositional structures, and we'll touch on perspective as well in that course. So that one will be coming up hopefully in the first half of this year coming up. So there's that course. I'm going to do a course on brushwork, just purely on brushes. I haven't paid a lot of attention to brushes in the past, and in fact, you'll find me on record in videos and so on saying the brushes matter the least. It's the pigment and the support, right? The support and the pigment matter the most, because that's what ends up in somebody's house on the wall, right? The brushes matter the least, but that's not to downplay the importance of brush work. So I'm going to be doing a course on brushwork as well. So we've got a lot coming up. I've got a few other ideas. I'm going to continue doing the advanced painting projects. We've done 3 of those, so we'll do more of those coming up. So it's going to be a hugely busy year, and I look forward to helping you guys achieve your goals this year, right? So please let me know what your goals are in the comments below, and that'll help us then navigate our way through what lessons do we put into Learn to Paint TV and on our live streams and so on. So we're probably going to kick off the live streams next week. So look out for that. I'll update everyone the next day or so, and hope you can join us. And happy painting in 2020. I think it's going to be an exciting year, and I look forward to helping you achieve your goals in 2020. All right. Make sure you leave a comment and let us know what your goals are for this year coming up. What skills do you want to develop? What areas do you want to improve in? What do you want to learn more about? I'd love to hear that. If you're brand new to us and you haven't done so already, go to learntopaint.info and register for our free course. And let's get busy painting. I'm dusting off the holiday cobwebs and getting back into it. So let's go. Look forward to seeing you in 2020. Cheers.